what exercises
a little late.
Go ahead, Tom.
Good morning. This is Noah Gutierrez with Diversified Product Development, talking today about the LineWise the LineWise products that will be going to Utility Expo. It'll be the last week of this month, and I have with me today, and as many of these webinars going forward, with me today, Dave Packybush. He does a lot of traveling when the doors are open for him to travel. And so when he can be here, he'll be here with me on these webinars that we do. Usually we have a particular product that we share, and we go over all the in-depth details of that product. And if we have it on the floor, sometimes we'll go out to the floor. But today, what we're wanting to do with Utility Expo right around the corner, what we would like to do is share everything that we're going to be taking. It is the largest amount of products we have ever taken to Utility Expo, formerly known as IQ. Last year was the first time we had it out, or not last year, but the last show was the first time we had an outside booth. And this year we're doing the exact same thing. We got an indoor booth and an outdoor booth, only more products and more new products, I believe, at this Utility Expo than ever before. And so what we're going to go and do is dive into this. What we're wanting to do is, like I said, we're not going to go through all the details of every product. We're just going to mention what we're taking and give maybe a few highlights of the product. But just want everybody to understand what we're taking out there and what to be on the lookout for, what's existing that we've taken before, and what is new that will be at the show this year. So, Dave, I'll let you kick it off with the first product.
Look on the outside booth. We're looking at the triple line lifter, the 2000 S3. It's going to be in our booth, and it's going to be on a Manitex 5155 that Manitex has provided to us, graciously provided. And we'll also have demos of this unit throughout the day and throughout the week. So if you get a chance, come on by and watch it work. And of course, we'll give you an up close and personal tour when we're not doing the demos, if you'd like.
And that's a good point, Dave. That's something that we missed in yesterday's webinar, was that mentioning what products would be demoed. We said there would be demos of the products at certain times, but we didn't necessarily say which products were necessarily being demoed in the booth. And so that's a good point. That 2000 will be on a Manitex 5155 crane. The next one I'll cover, we got the 1300, the TLL 1300. It will be in the booth right across from us. This year, we have a couple of different booths where our products will be displayed. So Ring Power on the outdoor booth, which by the way is E as in Echo 1247, or as Dave likes to say, look for all the orange colored stuff. You'll find us out there. But the 1300 will be in Ring Power's booth right across the aisle from us. It'll be displayed on a National Boom Truck Model 4142. And so the 1300 is the most popular TLL, aka triple line lifter, that we have at LineWise, and it will be on one of their boom truck cranes. Ring Power has partnered with us to do RPOs, rental purchase options through all of the USA. So be looking for them right across the aisle from us for that 1300. Dave, what do you got next here?
It says the TLL 500 Series A Series 3. They're going to be, it'll be in our booth, and it's going to be demoing on a Terex digger. So yeah, we'll have, like I say, we'll have demos throughout the day, and then, like I say, if you want to get up close and personal with it, then after the demos and before, we can let you get up and do everything you want to with it.
Yes, sir. Next one is the TLL 300D, as in Digger Derrick. Tell us about this one, Dave.
Yeah, it's a little lighter version of our aux arm system. On the digger of the D model, we're able to do vertical and horizontal construction with this at 300 pounds per position for 3 positions. And like I say, we're wanting to get up to 34.5 is like the maximum that we want to be using this, but you can do all your distribution voltages up to sub-transmission with this. And like I say, we can fit most of the digger derricks that are out on the market.
Yes, sir. And this is a new product, right?
Brand new product for us. We're bringing it out to kind of compete with a couple of the others that are out there, and come on by and we'll show you what we think sets ours apart from the other guys.
That's right. And the other thing that I didn't mention earlier is the first product on that 2000. That is a new product to Utility Expo. However, it has been out since, I believe it was June or July of 2020. But it is a new product as well. So that's 2 new products so far. The next one we have is the line cart. Tell us a little about that, Dave.
Well, this is definitely a new product for us. We've had numerous requests to get into the supplying of the line carts and the spacer carts. So we're able to get a line cart designed and get it out. There's actually going to be 2 of them. There'll be one at the outside booth, one in the inside booth. So like I say, the line cart itself is unpowered, but this is basically for the static line system. So it's a lot lighter. It doesn't carry as much, but as you can see, 80 pounds total weight, not counting the guy in it, but 80 pounds, 300 pound capacity. Yeah, say if you're interested, if you need a line cart, come on by and see us. If you need a spacer cart, come by and talk to us. We've got one in design for one customer, and we figure that this will be a line of 3 or 4 different designs. So if you need a spacer cart or a line cart, come by and talk to us and tell us what your specs you're looking for.
Definitely. Again, new product, like Dave was saying, something new that we've never done before, and it's coming into the LineWise product family. The next one we have is the folding guard arm. That is a product that has continued to sell great for us over the years, and it will be there at the outdoor booth for LineWise again this Utility Expo. And there's a new one that we're developing, right, Dave?
Yeah, there's a new one that'll come out. We didn't have it done in time for the show, but it's going to be a 12-foot arm, where this one's 96 inches across. The other one's going to be 12 foot across, and it's going to fit on a rough terrain forklift. So you can get your cost down by just having to rent a couple of forklifts for the week, instead of having a boom truck or a digger derrick out there on the job site just to guard crossings and underbuild.
Yep. And so while the folding guard arm is existing, as Dave is saying, there is another new product coming out. Be on the lookout for it. If you're a manufacturer's rep, give us a call if you'd like to start quoting that. We've already got some that have sold. We're in the process of manufacturing them right now. So if you're interested in that product, hit us up and let us know. The next product we're going to have out there is the XHD 60 pole puller. That's the big transmission pole puller that we have. It'll be at the outdoor booth, and it will be displayed in the stub pulling configuration. And then we're going to have the heads sitting down below that help to pull the pole out itself whenever it's not in a stub position. So that will be out there in the outdoor booth as well. So that's another product that's been in the LineWise family for a while.
Now that one, yeah, the stub pulling option, we've redesigned the bridge.
That's right.
So to incorporate a bunch of improvements. And so if you're interested in pulling stubs, if you guys got a lot of stubs that need to be pulling, or if you're tired of having to try to dig them out with a backhoe, come by and look at the new stub pulling option that we have for the XHD.
Yes, sir. The TL 500. That will also be in the outside booth. That was, I think, at the last Utility Expo, right, Dave?
Yes.
And it has 500 pounds of capacity per phase. Only one so far in the industry doing vertical and horizontal at this size. And then it has 500 pounds again of normal loading, and then you have 500 pounds of tangent loading, traverse loading, side loading, whatever term you're familiar with. But specifically when you're going around, like Dave was saying yesterday, that middle picture there shows where you're going around a curve, right?
Right. Basically, I call it a running angle.
There you go.
So you can use this for running angles on both horizontal and vertical, and it's 500 pounds per conductor that you can push back or pull on the machines or the units rated at.
Also has an alley arm configuration, right?
And also alley arm, as it shows in the right hand side there.
And so I'm not sure if that one's going to be on display or it's going to be a demo that we're doing on that one. I can't remember. Yeah, it'll be a demo, so you'll be able to see that one. Yeah, there we go. Right, big letters there. What's good about these products and being on demo, as just kind of throwing this in there right now, is that while we're not necessarily going to have power lines there to show it being used with, it's going to show you the simplicity of the design and how easy it is to attach to the end of a digger derrick, how it breaks down into individual pieces and things of that nature. And anybody looking for any extra training, we'll be able to work that in during that time as well, if that's something that comes up.
And then like the 2000, when we're demoing it, if you're in the crowd and you want to operate the unit, we'll bring the remote over to you, and you can
Definitely
see how easy it is to operate with the remote controls that we have.
Yes, sir. Next product we have is the HIL 10-8000. Tell us about that one, Dave.
It's a single pick, insulated line lifter. We can do single conductor. We can do bundle. Let us know. We've got double bundle in design where you can do vertical or horizontal. But if you got some tri bundle or something you need, let us know.
Yep.
Make you want to fit that too.
Yep, we got, in fact, I think it's over in the Northwest. We got one tri-bundle on that one right now. That one will not necessarily be demoed, but it will be out there in its skid and be able to see.
We can talk about it.
And be able to talk about it and be able to touch it and see what it looks like. Next product we have is DEPS, which stands for Direct Embed Pole Stabilization. That will be displayed in the outside booth. Dave, tell us a little bit about that one.
For all you contractors that are running direct embed concrete pole, the steel pole set in concrete, this is an option instead of using a digger or using a rough terrain forklift. You own these, you can take them with you from job to job. You don't have to go out and rent them. So one and done versus having to go out and rent a piece of equipment and have it going across the job site. Simply two of those for the little, for your stubbed out steel poles.
Yep. Next one will be in a different booth at the Elliott equipment booth. So what's really neat about this application is, again, it's number one, it's another manufacturer that's out there that is selling their equipment with the option to use it with LineWise products. And the biggest thing about this one as well is that it's going on a Elliott D105. That is a digger derrick. And there is no other digger derrick at this point right now that is handling full capacity of the 1300, which is 1,300 pounds per phase on the end of a digger derrick boom tube. So that's pretty big. And so If that's something that you're looking to do, and you're looking to have a transmission digger derrick with the TLL 1300 3-phase lifting arm, that will be the option to be looking for right there. And go by Elliott, check that out, talk to them about that, tell them no when Dave sent you.
We'll take you over there.
Oh, you can take you over
I
there.
don't care.
There you go. That's really it for the outside booth there. Let's go ahead and see what we're going to be having in the indoor booth. Now, Dave made a mention to this yesterday. While our booth space is as in November 1340, Dave made mention to this yesterday is look for the big sign, right?
There's a big hanging banner, round banner that'll be hanging from the ceiling, and you won't be able to miss it. It'll have LineWise on red and on orange and black, and you'll be able to find us real easy.
I said yesterday's webinar that I don't think I've ever known our indoor booth number except for the first day when I had to look for it on a little piece of tape on the floor. Otherwise, when I walk in, I just look for the sign and then walk towards it. So it's a very good indicator as to where we're located. First product we're going to mention that's going to be in the indoor booth is the Hotline base plate. Dave, tell us a little something about that.
Something we've had it the show before, but it's basically a temporary conductor support for a polymer insulator. Has ratchet straps that you can ratchet it to wood, concrete, steel, whatever kind of pole you want. But it gives you the option of putting a polymer insulator in a temporary support to hold an energized conductor while you guys are working, changing out cross arms, or like the other one there when they're working on they need to work on a switch. So just give you another option.
The next product we have is a swing gate wire holder. So this is a wire holder that we have come up with on our own. It's got rollers all the way around it, including the gate. And it's the only wire holder in the industry that has a load rated gate of that 500 pounds that we have on it. It allows you to take, it was originally designed for the TLL 2000 Series 3. Because the first project it was being used on is they needed to pick up the conductors on an 8 structure and roll them over to a double circuit vertical structure. And so the rollers all the way around on that wire holder were significant to be able to hold those conductors in place and keep from scarring the conductors with any kind of other latches on the gate. Since then we've adapted it to work on the 1300. And so we got some adapters that you can put on there and use it on 1300. And we're also in the middle of getting out an order where someone wanted to use this swing gate wire holder on a material handling jig with a special attachment on the end that would allow the swing gate wire holder to rotate a full 360 degrees. And so that's something that we hope to present to the market as well. That's something new for a particular customer, but we will be offering that as well to the industry here real soon. So if you're a manufacturer's rep and you're on the call this morning, we encourage you to give us a call about that and learn more about that design as well. That is a new product, all right? The next product is also a new product. Tell us about this one, Dave.
Sag Plate. So the Sag Plate takes care of the problem of if you're trying to sag in new conductor on your dead end and the manufacturer of the dead end yokes didn't put any rigging holes in it. So as you can see, the Sag Plate goes around the yoke plate and gives you a convenient place to mount your hoist so that you can pull your conductors up to sag. And this will be in the booth. You can come over and kick it around if you want and see what you think of it.
Very good. The hot jib is another product that we're going to have there. It's a product that has been there before. We continue to take it. We really believe that there is great value in this. Dave, tell us a little bit about this product as well, please, sir.
It just gives you the ability to pick up energized conductors from your bucket. You're not supposed to be using the ones that are provided by the OEM for these. They're not sealed. They're not certified, which ours is. It gives you the ability to keep the inside of it clean and, like I say, it's certified just like a hot stick. So you've got at least 36 inches of clear span fiberglass that you could use to keep the guys in the bucket safe for phase to phase and phase to ground while working in the bucket.
Very good. The other product that we're going to have there is the roller conductor lifters. So the roller conductor lifters is a product that we've had around for some time. We always take them to the shows. We have different versions of them. We have the 2,000 pound rated version for a single conductor. We have a 4,000 pound bundle conductor lifter. We also have the 4,000 pound single conductor, and we have the 8,000 pound double conductor and a 10,000 pound single. So there's quite a few of them, different options. Some people say, well, kind of sometimes it skips around. Well, that's because we've only developed those that have been requested by customers to this point. Key features is the capacity is burned into the product itself, to the mainframe, so that way you can see what kind of capacity you have. It's got the gravity gates that we use that automatically locks behind it all the time. Great product for us, and it will be on display there at the show as well. The small pole puller is the smaller version, right, Dave?
Yeah, just what I consider the distribution version of a pole puller will be in the inside booth, so you can come by and look it over and see how it compares to what you're using now.
Very good. Next one we have is the 300B, a new product.
This goes along with the 300D, but the B is Bravo or bucket, stands for bucket. So we've got something that you can use to replace the your material handling jib, and you can use it to hold 3 energized phases at once. That's 300 pounds per phase. This is only in horizontal. We can't get the bucket trucks. They don't have the capacity that we need to be able to do vertical construction, but we can do, you can do the horizontal construction with it. You got 100 pounds of side load with this, with no cross bracing. We've got definite stops. We've got square glass, so the wire holder is not going to roll around and get the conductor in a bind. Like I said, we got positive stops every 3 inches, so you can get your spreading apart. You don't have to worry about your wire holder sliding. So we think it's got some merit compared to some of the others. So come on by and look it over and see what you think.
Definitely. The next thing that's on the list for the inside is the line card, same one that we're going to have outside, but we're going to have it inside as well, so that people can see it from the inside booth and the outside. Again, just to reiterate, that's something new that we're getting into. This is a new product, and like Dave said, we got a spacer cart under development now for a customer, and we want to hear your thoughts on spacer carts. We want your spacer cart business, so come and check it out. We got questions that we'd love to ask pertaining to that product. Again, at this show this year, we'll also again have the TL500A Series 1. It is used from, what's the voltages on that one?
34 to 72.
So like sub-transmission, things of that nature.
34.5 to 72.5. So that's, some companies call it sub-transmission, some people call it transmission, but that's the range we're hitting with this one. And this one is in the inside booth, is completely manual in all of its setup and movement. So vertical and horizontal, just like the other one, but there is no hydraulics with this one. So we can put it on some of the smaller diggers to get this. And we'll also have a Series 2, which is got a little bit of adjustment. You got like 30 inches of travel on the insulator, and you can drive it from a gearbox with a cordless impact driver or a drill driver from the end of it, as you can see in the picture. So that'll be there, and you can come by and play with the drill driver and drive it up and down. I think it'll be in the vertical, and we'll have some weight probably hung from it.
Yeah. And we had since the last Utility Expo or IQ show, we had a few requests to quote this one out, but it wasn't ready. We could have sent it the way that it was, but it didn't meet the quality and the standards that we like to put our products out at. And so we held it back, but it is now ready. So those of you that have requested quotes on that, if you would like to come back and get an updated quote, please feel free to do so. But that will be there in the indoor booth. We're also going to have our insulator spreaders. Tell us a little bit about that, Dave.
This is a huge display of our insulator spreaders. We've got, I think, 3 different models that are going to be displayed. We've got the 2 bundle, the 3 bundle, and we've got a bundle, a 4 bundle quad insulator spreader that we'll have there. So it just gives the ability to take all the slack out of the bells and give you a convenient place. We've got shackles on the ends of it. So once the spreader's in place and you take all the slack out of it, you can hook it up to your crane and pick it up conveniently, hold it safely, and get it in position to pin it to the tower.
I believe this is also the first time we're taking an insulator spreader to the Utility Expo. And it's been around in the LineWise family probably, I'm going to say probably about maybe 2 or 3 years at this point, you think?
Less than 2, or we'd have had it at the last expo.
That's right. It's a good point. Since the last Utility Expo, we have developed the tri-bundle and the quad. So those are technically new, and those will be there as well. So the last product on the list is the buddy bushing. It is a product that is used to repair the vang hose, V-A-N-G is how that is spelled. And what happens is over time, that hardware you see in the hole, due to wind-driven vibrations, will rotate back and forth and cause wear in the bottom of the vang hole, as shown there in the bottom right-hand corner. The buddy bushing can be installed in there and repair that hole and increase the strength by 125%. So these are common problems that happen out there in the field. It's a product that has been patented by electric utility company by the name of Georgia Power. Southern Company is what they go by. And we are licensed to manufacture and sell this product for them. So that is the end of the product list of what's going to be on the inside. LineWise will have some giveaways there for the inside and the outside booth. We encourage you to come by and check it out. We have a new shirt that we're putting out. Last one we put out last year was very popular, and many people still requested even up to just weeks ago. It's called Doing It Hot 3 at a Time. And that was making a reference to picking up 3 energized power lines at one time. And so now we have a new shirt that's out, and you'll have a chance to see it at this Utility Expo. For those of you that can't make it, we really do wish that you could be there, but we understand that for certain reasons, you're not going to be able to be there. But those of you that are going, we look forward to meeting you and seeing you there. If you're a manufacturer's rep, we're asking you to make some time to meet after hours or before hours at the show with Dave and I and anyone else that may need to be in a meeting. Set up some meetings. Let's talk. If you're a customer and you'd like to get some more information on the products more in depth and learn more about LineWise before or after the show, give us a shout. We'd like to sit down and talk more with you about the LineWise product brand. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, come on out. Pay us a visit. We'll be glad to sit down and talk with you. Dave, anything else that we need to cover?
I think we're done.
Any questions for today before we end this webinar? All right. So then, again, we look forward to seeing you at Utility Expo. And until next time, this is Dave and Noah saying have a safe trip to Utility Expo. We hope to see you there.